when I was a kid at St. Cloud, I come to the realization that I had a very, very happy childhood. The fact that I was the 13 years younger than my brother Lee, who was my best friend all through life. You talk about people going to school and preschool and having babysitters. That was never the case for me. I was always Danny Richter. I was able to go where everybody else was going. I remember I was in a Model T and I was in a truck. I was in a whatever. They just took me along because I happened to be Maggie and Fritz's kid, and whether it was at the Eagles Club or the VFW. I remember a time when a man came up to me and he tapped me on the shoulder and he says, "Are you Danny Richter?" I says, "Yeah." He says, "Well, I used to be your babysitter. When your dad came to the Eagles Club, he would have you in his arms and he would set you on the bar, and he'd walk over to the pool table and let you sit there. And 9 times out of 10, I was sitting at the stool at the bar, and I took care of you. And you were easy to be with. And pretty soon, Fritz, my dad, your dad, would come back and pick you up and take off. But I never realized." And he says, "Now I know who you are, and now you're 55 years old." It seems to me turning 90 has changed a lot of people. I don't see where I've changed much at 89. However, people are talking about 90. It's just 1 year different than 89. I don't feel any different. I don't think I've ever set out to make that a goal of mine. But here I am, 90 years old.
I'm going to tell you about how old Danny's mother was when he was born. She was 45 years old. He was born in the house, and the aunt, she helped deliver him. And he's been a healthy guy ever since. A lot has changed over years because he could go anywhere. Everybody knew Danny Richter and in the neighborhood, and they all looked out for him. So a lot different than the way things are these days. We've been married for 65 years, and then we dated for that year prior to getting married at Christmas time, because that was a time when there was a break for teaching. So it's been good. He is I'll probably cry about this, but he is what I call my soulmate. We're matched in a lot of ways, value-wise, trying to do things together. He was always game. I was always very athletic. He wasn't, but he was always willing to try to learn how to play tennis, to ski, and on and on. And then he got pretty good at it, and I had to break my old habits. So, but we had a good time together.
I met Daniel when I was 7 years old, and he took my older sister away from me. But I said in the book, what I really appreciated about him was how much he adored my sister, and I knew that he would always take care of her. As we've gotten older, it's kind of gone to where we're friends because we're adults. I've really enjoyed having lunch with you, going to eats, or sitting at the table and then telling you to leave the room when we needed to have sister time. But he's always been open to it. And all the time you've helped me, bringing your trailer over and hauling stuff. And yeah, you've been great. And my sons love you.
Happy birthday, Danny. Wonderful to be able to share your 90th day with you, and would be my mother's 124th birthday, but she didn't make it. So you've got the longevity now. You got to hang in there and keep watching Marie's tree. I have too many good memories of you to really tell them all. We had lots of fun at the lake. We had lots of fun when the kids were little, trying to kill Jim and you probably on the ice rink in our backyard. And out on White Bear Lake, sailing, swimming, fun. Many, many wonderful memories and memories of Hawaii with you folks there too. So I hope that we've got many more years to add on to what we've already got. Love you a lot, and my blessings to you on your birthday. Mary B.
All right. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I can't believe you made it to 90. Very exciting, very big accomplishment. One of the biggest things that I remember growing up is going up to Gooseberry Falls every fall with Anna, Lizzie, and myself and Grandma and Grandpa, camping in the camper. Well, I always remember coming over, walking in the door, looking in the cookie jar just to see if there's any cookies in there. And then Grandma would always say, well, look in the cupboard. So I'd always check the cupboard. And then I always remember growing up going to speed skating practice. So we'd go to speed skating and then we would go to Fazoli's and get our Fazoli's and our free breadsticks. The three of us driving in the little blue bug. So that was another memory.
Okay, so today is your 90th birthday. That is quite an accomplishment and a day to just kind of reflect on all of the things that you've done over the years and things that you've done in your life. If I had to put into a couple words, like describing you, Grandpa, and some of my favorite memories of us, it has been that you are a very genuine and an empathetic person and extremely analytical. I think I get a little bit of that from you. And some of my favorite memories are just spending time at the house here, dinners on Thursday nights growing up, and just kind of the quirky, short sayings that I've caught on to and definitely gotten from you.
Dan, I want to wish you a happy 90th birthday. You know, I don't have my grandpas anymore, and it's kind of nice to have somebody to have story time and learn all about what you've done growing up, and can't wait for many more. So, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. I'd like to say that I am surprised that you made it to 90, but I'm not at all surprised because I have a feeling you're going to be one of those 105-year-olds or 110-year-olds that are going to live forever. So for a 90-year-old, you are doing pretty damn awesome with working out and your men's group and just everything that you do. So I'm hoping that you're around for much longer than just your 90 years here. So happy birthday, and thanks for being an awesome dad to us 5 kids and always being there. Okay? Love you.
Happy birthday, Dan. Pretty impressive to be 90. You know, way to go. Keep mobile.
Hi, Dan. This is Kathy next door. And I want to wish you a happy birthday, happy 90th. I can't believe that I've lived next to you this long. I'm glad that you're my neighbor. We've gone through ups and downs together, and I feel very blessed that I got to know you and that we moved in here. So, happy birthday.
Hey Dan, happy birthday. Just wanted to let you know that when I first met you, I didn't really know what to think of you. Until I found out, of course, that you knew people from Melrose and you were from St. Cloud, so I thought, okay, Stearns County guy, he must be okay. And I was right. Love you. Happy birthday.
Hey Dan, glad I could be here for your 90th birthday. It's pretty amazing. We've known each other a long time. Appreciate all the conversations in the backyard and going out to eat, Olive Garden, and just talking man stuff. Appreciate it all. So happy birthday.
Yeah, 90 years old. I wrote this card today, kind of just thinking about what does 90 really mean. in a lifetime. And it's about relationships, and that's what Dad's always been. And relationships that have deep, meaningful conversations and thinking about life and the meaning of it. And then wanting to, ensure that everybody's doing well, doing good. So 90 years of that, I think, adds up to great wealth. You are a very significant person in my life, obviously, and then also I think in so many other people's lives that are here today and those that are not here, namely Margaret, but I don't know why she couldn't make it. She just had surgery yesterday, so. And then I'm looking at my brother Michael right now, and I'm just rambling on, and thank you, Susan, for all your hard work in pulling this together. And John, I have no idea what you did, but you're here, so anyhow. Love you, Dad.
It's been a pleasure to get to know Joe's dad. He's always filled with aphorisms and words of wisdom, and he likes to give his speeches before events that are usually thoughtful and reflective and say something kind about family and the world. He's very thoughtful and reflective and thinking about how to make the world a better place.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. 90 years old today, and it's been quite a journey for you, and I'm just happy I could be a part of it. I feel like over the years, you've kind of just taught all of us patience and what it means to really just be appreciative of what we got. Favorite memories with Grandpa? Oh boy. So when I would just stop here, I would start doing school at community college at Century, and I would come for lunch, and I would come and visit and sit down with you, Grandma. Just the three of us. We'd spend time talking over sandwiches and looking out the yard, watching the blue jays fly by and the wildlife in the backyard. And I think there's been so many conversations we've had over the times that I've stopped by that has really helped me reflect on just what my values are and what's important to me. And a lot of that I've learned from you and Grandma and everybody else. But it really stems from the two of you. So, happy birthday.
Grandpa, I would like to wish you a happy 90th birthday. One memory that I have in particular of you, well, one is when you made me paint the fence blue and we disagreed on the color. But for me, I think mostly when you would drive me to ski practices and pick me up from the middle school and we'd have like a good 45-minute drive together. That was always fun. So, but yeah, happy 90th. Hopefully there's another 15 after that. So, thank you.
Happy birthday, Danny. I'm really looking forward to becoming a part of the Richter family. And I hope to celebrate more birthdays with you and drink some more dark beer with you.
Happy birthday, Danny. 90 years. They say when you get better with age, well, you must be damn near perfection right now.
Well, I'd love to say happy birthday to Grandpa. It's crazy to even think. I mean, I can't even imagine myself being 90 at this point, so I'd be happy to make it to 70, so it's a crazy feat to even be at 90 in the health that he's in. Some of my greatest memories with Grandpa is we would go and do multiple plays as a kid. We would go be here in the basement. It was much different back then with the not Amazon, but the Amway stuff that he had back here, and just kind of tooling through all that as a kid just for fun. Also just his little sayings and stuff of crows, where do crows go in the wind, and hold on real tight, and then grabbing your legs super hard. Or he would trick me in his Buick Regal constantly about the volume and act like he was magically doing the volume up, but in the steering wheel it was him pushing the whole time, which I didn't even know it was a feature. So no, Grandpa and Grandma and always been there for me, always have been there, always been the great grandparents, and lucky to have them, and super lucky for the experiences that I've had with him. Yeah.
Grandpa, happy 90th birthday. As your oldest granddaughter, and spent the most time, maybe not recently with my own 2 kids, but the most time with you one-on-one. I would say, actually reflecting on this before your birthday, the fact that I can come over to your house at any point that I want, I'm always accepted, and some of our talks in life about everything, what life is composed of, when I think of my grandparents, that's what I think of. And I love you, and thank you for being a safe space for me to have those conversations as I grew up.
Sorry I missed your birthday party the other day. As you know, I was recovering from surgery, and since Michael's here, we figured we'd better do this, or it wasn't going to happen, so I slapped on a little lipstick, Barbara. And here we go. So happy birthday, 90. It's a huge accomplishment, but I don't want to talk about the 90 years. I want to talk about the next 10. And as I'm sure you're going to listen to these clips, you're going to hear about how such an impact you've left on so many people's lives and how much everybody loves you, which is true. But the next 10 years, I think we should talk about that. And as you venture into an area you've never gone before, there's going to be some challenges. But I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say this sarcastically, and I mean it. Use your 5 agreements. And if you can do that, you can create a great life for the last 10 years of your life, or 15, or whatever it's going to be. Just know that you are not alone. You've got a lot of people that love you, and you have impacted a lot of people's lives, and we're here for you. So happy birthday. Happy 90th.
Just another thought, Danny. Do you realize 9 decades, 9 10-year periods? Look at it as a car. How cars have gone from meager to exotic in 90 years. You're a lucky man.
Hey Dad, happy birthday. It's 90 years. I've been here for 63 and a half of those. So I know those years were good. I don't know about the ones before that and the additional people in the family that joined me. I know you've been in your house for 62 of those years. When we moved from the state fairgrounds, I remember moving that day. We've had an amazing experience on all of our travels, whether it's been Hawaii, Colorado, Hong Kong. God help me, I don't know why you went to China. That wasn't my decision, but I know it was quite an adventure for all of us. Thailand, Indonesia, and just the Boundary Waters, all of our camping trips. I remember all this stuff clear as day. So I just want to thank you for giving us such a great life and to have many more happy years. Happy 90th.
Well, happy birthday, Dad. 90 years on this earth, and you haven't tormented hardly any of your children. Except for Michael, maybe Margaret. Susan she's okay with everything. But Joe and I, we've been traumatized. But 90 years, that's a huge accomplishment, and I know you worked really hard at it. That's all I got right now.